What are you drinking, my guy? What is that?
Nothing that's good
What
for your
is
soul.
that? What is that?
It's
You
brown
know?
liquor. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
okay. Yeah,
That
yeah.
Beyonce liquor.
Okay. Okay, that's Yonsei all on his mouth. You got Yonsei on your mouth?
What? I mean, is that really? You know what I'm saying? That's Beyonce. You know what I mean?
You got Yonsei on your mouth, cuz. You
Oh
know what I'm
man.
saying? I'm
Oh,
just
speaking of
saying.
Beyonce, yo, have y'all seen Big Brother Portugal?
Bro.
Nick.
Bruh,
Yo.
I saw the clip of that Big Brother Portugal joint with the old girl. She was getting tag team back again.
Hey, yo, what?
Check in, check in. Yes,
bro, on camera.
No, bro.
Ben, they're like, I'm talking about, like, it's like the real world. They got like 4 beds. It's like 4 couples of like dudes and girls, and then they just and they're just saying Bobby Lashley storylining each other. You know, saying in the beds next to each other, and then they just be tagging in like the Heart Foundation, and then, you know what I mean, knocking it down. Yo, shout out to Portugal. You know what I mean?
She was just
like
cool
Spanish,
with it too.
but it's like Spanish, but I'm saying with salt in it.
Hey man, let women do what they want to do with their bodies, bro. You feel me? You can't say nothing about that.
We respect women and their rights to be women. All right.
I was confused. I was like, "Whoa, that's how we getting down on Big Brother Portugal? They ain't got nothing." You feel like what? The U.S. or the UK joint ain't got nothing on that, man. You feel me? I was like, "Whoa!"
This is like Jersey Shore, but like every room is a smush room.
All right, so I got a question. Yeah, I got a question, and then we could get started.
All right,
just because we gotta lighten it up a little bit. That was wild. I didn't know you was gonna take it there, but I seen that clip and that was crazy, right? But I had a craving for some Girl Scout cookies the other day, right? You feel me?
Oh, word.
And I was like, let me check and see. You feel me? Like what it looked like. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Get a little pack of some. You feel me? Like some little Yamins. You feel me?
Some of them bloodlines. I mean, you can't call them Samoas no more. You know what I'm saying? Because they're bloodlines now.
And I'm like, cuz I'm looking on the shit. It's like, yo, out of season. You gotta wait till January. And I'm like, God, I ain't even know. You feel me? I went on Amazon. I look up on Amazon. I'm like, man, Girl Scout cookies, man. What's up? Amazon got everything. You feel me? Amazon like $30 a box. I'm like,
yo, what is going on? Are these some whoops? You know what I mean?
Yo, Girl Scout, they make so much money, bro. I got so curious, bro. I'm starting to look up. I'm like, well, why are Girl Scout cookies not available year round? Like, why is it seasonal? You feel me? Like I'm already knowing they make heck of chicken. You feel me? I'm already knowing they do. But you know they make $800 million a year.
What?
For a season? For a season,
bro, from January to April, they make about $800 million a year off Girl Scout cookies.
Where is the money going? I feel like in the next couple of years we're gonna get like a big like docu-series about how he was like doing bullshit with the money.
Girl Scouts.
Bro, they just released the aliens in Mexico.
Anything is possible.
Anything is possible.
Hey! I don't give a fuck about no alien and like they discovered no alien in Mexico, bruh. McChickens is $4.28 right now, bruh. We are in crisis mode.
This is all right, man. Let's hit the button.
Yo.
Tell him I probably send your bitch to give me some chicken. If you ain't knowing, love, it's the list.
Oh, Brody went to get his belt.
$4.29.
Bro,
yep,
serious?
That's out of pocket, man. And that's on that. Like, bro, I went there like, what was it, like maybe 3 weeks ago, and I was like, you know what? I only got like $4 on me. I was like, just give me like 2 McChickens and like a high C or whatever, and a small fry, and that shit came up to like eight something. I was like, hold up,
bro. The large drinks ain't even $1 no more. I said, well, they $1.19. I said, since when? It was like, yo, it's $1.19 now. It was like, yo, you buy one and get one for $1. I'm like, so I gotta buy a McDouble at full price, which is
man
$288.
They was on the dollar menu at one point. You feel me? Ain't no dollar menus no more. You
No dollar menu, bro. It's a value menu with no value,
right.
bro.
With no value.
It was $225, then it turned to $250, then it turned to $3. And thanks a lot, Gavin Newsom.
That's crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? And they should have really did like a better like marketing campaign to let people know that they was getting rid of the dollar menu. You feel me? Because now I feel like I'm being lied to. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, I remember they used to push the dollar menu to niggas heavy, and I don't mean niggas as like their customers. I mean niggas as in black people. There was black people on like every commercial. Dude was like, I remember the commercials. Dude was like, went to McDonald's and he was like, yeah, I know what to get you, so I got you everything on the menu. I'm like, this nigga a fucking liar, bro.
That's that.
Got that bitch an apple pie, a large drink. You know what I'm saying? An ice cream cone, a McChicken, a McDouble. Back when it was a double cheeseburger, we got 2 pieces of cheese. Niggas took 1 piece of cheese and try to charge me 75 cents. I'm like, you think you kidding me, Ronald McDonald? Like, I'll beat your ass out here.
That's why they threw Cuz through the table and all that glass. You know what I'm saying? At that GCW show the other day. You feel me? I seen that. Ronald, you deserve that. You feel me?
Yeah,
you deserve
real glass. Cry me a river.
Right. I mean, let's get into it, man. Ladies and gentlemen, people with jobs, people without jobs, middle class, upper class, high class, all that, cats, snakes, chickens, ducks, elderly people, twerkers. We present to you another episode of the Public Enemies Podcast. I believe this is 273 of Pro Wrestling's Breakfast Club. I go by the name, oh my God, Graham, that guy right there. That's Trap McAfee. You feel me? He's right there with a little bit of bubbly and a little bit of heme, a little personal.
A little bit of bubbly.
A little something, you know what I'm saying?
It's
why not?
Tennessee. Why not, man?
Why not?
It's like I got to work at 7 a.m.
Hey, man, it is what it is, dog. And the champ is here. The champ is here. The champ is. Oh, okay. He doing all that.
Listen, I was trying to hype you up until you did that.
Shout out to the Waco kid, man, putting his belt all in the camera. You know what I'm saying? For all the audio listeners, you know what I'm saying? For everybody out there in the video land, you know what I'm saying? Salute to y'all chiming in and tapping in with the enemies. You feel me? What are we talking about today, fellas?
Talking about super chats, yo. Like, give us super chats because we deserve it. And subscribe to the Patreon. Subscribe to everything that has our name on it because you love our name. So, like, show us. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we're about actions, not about words and likes and retweets.
That part. Anyways, yeah, patreon.com/public enemies. You know what I'm saying? Go slide over.
Was that a crow?
There's him over there. Is it a who?
Is that a crow in the background?
Yo, did Sting just pop up?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you feel me?
Yeah. I got a murder of crows in my backyard. You feel me?
Yeah, you feel me? This episode is brought to you by Seek and Destroy by Metallica. You feel me? Sting, Joker Sting, you know what I'm saying? Surfer Sting, you feel me? All that big action, you feel me?
Yeah, no Darby.
Yeah, no Darby, you feel me? Yeah. Anyways, yeah, the only thing I gotta say about Darby next week is watch out for Nick Wayne, brother.
Yeah, man. You got a lot going on in the world.
That's a lot going on in the world. And with that said, why don't we get into small package news? Let's go ahead.
When the fuck did we get this Yu-Gi-Oh music?
Listen,
for small package news.
I could do that one, you feel me, without them, you feel me, hitting the ism like, oh, don't you want to split the monetization with
no
fuck this over here? I don't really actually. So with that said, you know what I'm saying, that's how we rocking for small package news now. And I don't know, what do I got? Salute to Impact. Of course, y'all know we talked about Impact 1000 last week. You know what I'm saying? They filmed that over the weekend. That will air this upcoming Thursday. If you're watching this live, if you're listening to this on Apple, Spotify, Google, go ahead and tap in, slide us a review or something like that. But if you're listening over there, you feel me? That will be tonight. So they announced at Impact 1000, Mike Tenay and Don West will be inducted into the Impact Hall of Fame weekend in October. So salute to Mike Tenay and Don West.
Yeah, shout out to one half of them niggas. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck about Don West.
Whoa. Rest in peace to Don West. Okay.
Yeah, man, I just played.
Let's go ahead and move forward. All right. Coco Gauff won the U.S. Open, so salute to her. Here she is posing with the WWE title. They went ahead and sent that John over real fast, real quick, made sure it was ready and available. You feel me? And she said, you know what? The belt with the trophy is kind of nice. You know what I'm saying? The belt with the trophy is kind of nice. I believe she became the fourth woman to win the U.S. Open since the year 2000. Yeah, all of them black women, by the way. You know what I'm saying? Salute the black women, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the only reason America is winning U.S. Open trophies out here in tennis, getting to that action, getting to that bag, you feel me? So salute to Coco, you feel me? Big Action 19 in the building. You ain't talking about, you feel.
And photo ops. And photo ops like this is why they'll never get rid of the big belt. Like, that's just instantly, like, you see that, you already know.
Yeah, they're never getting rid of that logo title, dog. That's exactly why you see that big W on that joint for moments like this. You feel me? For moments like that.
I know we all want the Winged Eagle belt to come back, but it's like, nah.
What?
We gotta have brand recognition.
Look at it, say TKO on it. So
like another love TKO.
You know, shout out to Coco. She's been on the way since before on the way was on the way. And you know, Coco been winning that, and then she been like holding it down too. Like, listen, man, she been taking too long. You know what I mean? Like, she been taking too long. And they were like, yeah, you right. And then she went out there and won it anyway. So shout out to Coco. And saying she got that shit quick. I don't know how they got that shit out to her. They knew she was gonna win. That shit was already in the mail.
Nah, yeah, they had that shit up there already. You feel me? They was like, oh yeah, finals is today. It's in the mail. You feel me? Overnight. You feel me? Ready and available. You know what I'm saying? Just like we sent CM Punk his papers on his wedding day. All that.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Your prime sending.
Let's go ahead and move it forward, man. They did announce that the Royal Rumble 2024 will be taking place at the Tropicana Field Stadium. Y'all know I'm talking about. You feel me? In Tampa Bay, January 27th. Big Action.
Yeah, is the house that Jameis built. You know what I mean? Shout out to the house that Jameis built.
Yeah, facts. But is it that where they did like the Thunderdome for a while?
That's the stadium, big dog. Like, oh no.
No, that's the Tropicana Fieldhouse, right? That's where they did that, right?
I think they did that
because they had it at the Youngling Center or the Yuling Center at first, and then they moved it over. Yeah, so you're right.
For like a minute, but like,
oh my god,
yeah, right back.
I seen like everybody. I seen all the reports like Roman Reigns isn't advertised on the card. Roman Reigns isn't advertised on the card. I'm like, he hasn't been advertised on like a few of the cards that he's main evented. So I'm like, give it time. He still has the belt. He'll be there. Don't worry.
No, and so what?
Is advertised actually.
And so what? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Are you still gonna watch it? Oh, okay. That's what I thought because it's the Royal Rumble, right? All right.
That's what I'm talking about. Like the Royal Rumble, like you got niggas who don't even really watch wrestling during the year, like talking about it, who will pop up for the Royal Rumble. Like the Royal Rumble is like required viewing for like a lot of fans.
Like they use Royal Rumble for a lot of shit that goes on just in life in general. When a whole bunch of people got to like argue with each other at the same time, like, oh, it was a Royal Rumble in there. So don't act like you ain't about to watch the Royal Rumble, man. Everybody loves the Royal Rumble. That's the only gimmick pay-per-view that we got left, and we love it.
Yeah, man. Salute to the Royal Rumble. Salute to the WWE on that. Salute to Matthew McConaughey. He was on the bump. He was on the bump, you know what I'm saying? Speaking of Roman Reigns and the bloodline not being advertised, you know what I'm saying? But Matthew McConaughey said, I've been checking in, you feel me? I've been checking in and I've been watching, you feel me? That bloodline saga with his cousin, you know what I'm saying? They going up. He was like, I just caught Cody and Brock. Me and my son was watching. I didn't expect Cody to come back like that. I thought Brock was going to fold him up, you know what I'm saying? I was like, Matthew McConaughey, why you talking like a nigga? You feel me? And then he was like, nigga, because I ain't. And I was just playing that. He didn't really say nothing.
He just said that.
He didn't say nigga? He didn't say nigga?
Nah, he didn't say nigga. Why would he say nigga? Don't say nigga. I mean, shit, if Fat Joe could say nigga.
Hey, yo, man. If I had to choose, like I had to choose, like, you know, the little meme when he's like this, you had to push a button.
Man.
Matthew McConaughey made How to Lose Guys in 10 Days. And I'm like, you know, Matthew, understand.
Last thing on small package news, Edge. There was a report that he was removed from the WWE internal roster. I believe that was PW Insider. I just read something actually that he was placed back on the internal roster, and he's they have him listed among non-active talents such as Stone Cold and Big E.
Oh, so they saw the report and they was like, "Yo, we gotta move some shit around." And who knows? How do you find out who's on the internal? Like, I want to know.
I don't know, man. You ask one of the people that work in production or something like that, and be like, "Hey, man, slide me that little, you feel me, that little screenshot you got right there."
No, he was supposed to move it to the file that was right above the file that he put it in. He was like, oh, shit, you weren't supposed to go there. You were supposed to go with the alumni that's still here with us. That's still, we still belong to you. You might have to go to AEW and be corner. Nah, fuck that shit. Nah, Adam, you belong to us for forever. We love you, though.
Oh. Like, I seen that report, and every time it's like, oh, he could be going to AEW. I think it's funny. Like, I'm here for the jokes for it, but, like, I don't know. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, I'm cool at it too. I'm not going to, like, build my hopes up and then be like, well, why didn't he show up to Grand Slam?
He wasn't supposed to be there because he wasn't supposed to be there because he had something to do. But if you can drag the Rock and Roll Express out there, then you can drag Edge out there. That's all I'm saying. So I hope
that sounds crazy, and you've been saying a lot of crazy stuff already. That's interesting. So speaking of Grand Slam, that is next week. AEW will be returning back to Arthur Ashe Stadium in Queens, New York. They got a dope card. I think Sammy and Jericho. They got Claudio and Eddie Kingston, MJF and Samoa Joe, Christian and Luchasaurus. Dinosaur Cuz just challenged Sting and Darby, and again, watch out for Nick Wayne. I'm just saying. Who else is on that joint? You feel me? They got a couple matches. You feel me? I might have missed one or two. Oh, Mox and Phoenix, Saraya and Tony Storm. You feel me? Tony won that 4-way. We put up a poll on the Twitter to get your opinions on who y'all thought was gonna win that jaunt. And let's see.
She won that.
Nah, blood. The results were 51% Tony Storm, Hikaru Shida 18, Nyla Rose got 11, Dr. Britt Baker DMD with 20%. But yeah, Tony Storm with 51, and we did that. So yeah, we got Tony Storm and Saraya next week. Interesting. You think you're gonna get Mercedes Moné pulling up on Saraya?
Listen, we need to get her ankle 150,000% before she steps in that ring.
Yeah, I'm with that.
So probably about like another week.
I mean, but yeah, October Wrestle Dream. They got that might be the wave, right? That might be the wave. They already announced Swerve and Hangman. It's in Seattle. So Swerve like whose house? Swerve house.
Literally my house.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna have a Geno Smith jersey on.
That's hilarious. That'd be fire if you did that.
No, it wouldn't. But yeah, don't do that, Swerve. Yo, Swerve and Hangman is just.
It's gonna be nice. It's definitely gonna be nice. There was also another report about AEW.
What they did
in regards to the all-in ticket sales.
Oh man.
What do you guys think about? Man. Yeah. Let me get to it, though. Local government provided an update on the all-in attendance. It was the Brent Borough Council. They said that the actual turnstile number for AEW all-in came out to about 72,265.
Nah, there's no way. I'm still gonna lie. Like, if I'm Tony Khan, I'm still lying. I'm like, niggas hop the turnstile. I'm like, you ain't never been on the subway before, seen niggas hop the turnstile. That's what happened. They was hopping the turnstile to come into the building. You already know what it is.
But like babies was free. You know what I'm saying? If you're 2 and under, you know what I mean, or 4 and under, you're free. So like that doesn't really count. And what was the turnstile shit for SummerSlam '92?
I don't know. Look it up.
Yeah, man, you do it. I ain't gonna do it.
Not the stat guy.
Listen, 72,000 400.
He was on the other show.
Yeah, I'm saying 72,000 is still 72,000 people. I don't know what you're trying to discourage about it, but it's still 72,000, over 72,000.
It is 72,000, but I think the argument is, well, that's not what you said. And you said this was the true number at the 80, what was it, 81, 30,
81,
80,
yeah, 81,
whatever, 35 or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but it was like 81, something like that. But yeah, that was the paid number, you feel me? And they like, okay, cool, this is the turnstile. And I'm like, well, here's the thing. Could be niggas that just didn't show up, ended up not being able to make it.
Bro, look, facts. And do you know how many motherfuckers buy the tickets and then try to sell them like on StubHub or something like that? And then facts, and then can't sell the tickets, so those seats just remain empty. Like, niggas be taking a loss like all the time. They're like, I remember the first full year, like I'm in attendance. Like I remember I was like in line on the app to buy those tickets, and then I was like, I damn near wish I hadn't, because like there was like a whole section of seats that was missing, and I know niggas bought that shit because they were like it was sold out. But like, yeah, niggas might have just had to eat that shit.
Yo, go out there and pick out 9,000 seats that were empty in an 85,000 seat arena. And if you want to do that, then you deserve to tweet that or say whatever you want about that stat. It's still 72,000 people, nigga.
Okay, it says according to WWF, 80,355 people were in attendance for SummerSlam '92.
They for sure said 81, but I'd have said that too.
Okay, it looks like
my man Edward said it was 80,355, you know what I'm saying, with Davey Boy Smith in them braids. So I agree with that. You know what I mean? And I think say Leonard Flus was there minus his braids. So you're right, Edward.
Brent, I'm fucked. He said, yo, we wasn't in a match but 30 seconds. And he's blown up already.
I'm like, oh my God. Vince said, man, I hope it's better than what I just watched right now in the practice. I'm like, yeah, me too, motherfucker.
Yeah, man, but that's still a big number, man.
Yeah,
72,265. How many times more than whatever the biggest card that Jim Cornette ever booked? You feel me? So hey, we winning over here. And on top of that, the Forbes, you feel me, dude, you feel me, just did the you know what I'm saying, the report talking about he did the evaluation on AEW, said they worth $2 billion. You know what I'm saying? So don't get it twisted out here. Yeah. Niggas thinking that they gonna see the demise, you know what I'm saying, of the all elite, of the mighty all elite. You feel me?
Bro,
the Orlando Magic will go before AEW does.
You sick.
I've seen niggas being like, well, they can't keep bringing up the numbers that they put up at Wembley. Why not? Like, bro, if I saw it at Wembley Stadium, I'm bringing it up at every time. Like, I'm just like walking down the street, like, I saw that shit out, right? This is the biggest show in history, right? Like, I'm like, bro, I'm gonna cling to that because I guarantee you, when WWE breaks records, niggas who like WWE will always throw that shit in your face. Like, look at the opening sales for WrestleMania 40. Like, look what they sold out. I'm like, I bet they did like make record numbers, like tickets like damn near $10,000 a seat.
Bro, you think that they can't do like 40,000-50,000 in the Jacksonville little stadium when WCW did 38,000 in the Georgia Dome for a Nitro?
See, here's the thing though. AEW is having a problem selling tickets domestically right now.
Yeah. Like tonight, if you saw some like the pictures of like fans in attendance, like it looked kind of rough. There was like a whole section of seats, like a literal like whole 2 or 3 sections that they were like, you know what, we're just gonna rope this shit off. We're just gonna go with what we have. And like, to their credit, the crowd was loud. You couldn't even tell if you're watching at home that it, that's not that the attendance isn't like the same as what it usually is.
Yeah, they sold about 2,500 tickets tonight.
Should have been in Daly's place then, huh? I mean, that should be your hub.
What's the do we have the latest update on Grand Slam tickets?
Arthur Ashe, how much Arthur Ashe? Because they already did Arthur Ashe like last year or 2 years ago.
They've done it every year.
Yeah,
they've done it. They've done it. This is the third time they've done Grand Slam to Arthur Ashe, and this is gonna be the least amount of tickets they've been able to sell. Didn't they have 20? They had dang near 20. You feel me? The first time, and then I think last year they had like 13 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? And then this year it's like maybe like 9.
Ooh.
For Arthur Ashe.
I mean, we in the building. You feel me? Like, come see the show. You know what I'm saying? Come see the show. You know what I'm saying? But Eddie Kingston finna win the big one. I mean, for ROH.
I mean, you think it like once you push the lineup out, you know what I mean? Hopefully that will help the boost it like at the end. But like 9 for Arthur Ashe.
I mean, I think they got a nice lineup right now for Arthur Ashe. You know what I'm saying? So like,
I like the lineup that you said earlier. That's why I'm like, man, they only got. I think
it's gonna be a good show. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying they having a problem selling tickets domestically right now. But I mean, there's a lot of good wrestling out right now, and I think the problem is in America, if there's a lot of dope wrestling and wrestling is booming, people just automatically run to WWE and forget anything else exists. So it's like,
and I also think it sucks that football's back, and
exactly. You know
that also doesn't help either.
Yeah, that's the other thing that people got to realize. Like you hit the nail on the head. This is the time of year when wrestling is like kind of like drops off. That's historically speaking. Like you see that, like you got to compete with Monday Night Football, and then Rampage, like already doing like kind of like numbers have dipped recently. They got to compete with college football. Like, bro, like wrestling is taking an ass beating during football season. You can get away with it during basketball season. When football season, getting your ass whooped.
You definitely can't get away with it when they're both on there. Like once October hits, and then like it's football and basketball. Like you got to be brave to put. You know what I mean? Just be like, yo, man, yeah, we'll throw this shit out here right now. Like, well, the Lakers and the Warriors are playing. Like, oh well,
that shit that Bryan Danielson does where he holds his opponent's arms and start kicking the head in. That's NBA and the NFL during wrestling. Like,
that's October, November. Just like, hey, SummerSlam. Give me your arms.
Speaking of Bryan Danielson, he did an interview with Sports Illustrated where he clarified a little bit about his future, as he mentioned at the AEW All Out Scrum that his daughter has been asking him like when I turn 7, are you gonna be home more type stuff? You know what I'm saying? She's 6 right now. She turned 7 in May. His AEW contract actually expires, I believe, like next September. So he like, I mean, yeah, but nah, because like I missed All In this year, and I need that. You feel me? He was like, I need that back. You feel me? He's like, I mean, we got Wrestle Dream. They put that in Seattle, so he like, I gotta do that. You know what I'm saying? And then he was like, if they do that again next year in Seattle, I dang near got to do that. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, he was like, what I really want to do is kind of have the ability to go in and go out. You know what I'm saying? Pause. That sounded crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, but like he was like, I wanted the ability to, you know what I'm saying, to perform and not. All right, listen. So
perform and go in and out.
I didn't even say that, man. Listen, I was trying to make everything all positive.
I was trying to figure out if I could come up with like a third innuendo, but it's all good. It's all good. All right. So he said that Terry Funk is always someone that I've always admired. He retired 1 million times. So he like, yo, I kind of want to be able to, like come in, maybe do like a string of matches. Or it might be like a couple of months between matches. It might be a couple of years before I have a match. You know what I'm saying? But like he like, yo, I want to try to be physically healthy enough to be able to do this as long as I physically can. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
should I say it? You want me to say it? So you want one of them John Cena Brock Lesnar deals that you guys complained about? Hey,
I mean, he's earned it.
If anybody, and that was my next point. If anybody's earned it, it's Old Goat Dragon. All right, Old Goat Dragon Bryan Danielson has earned everything that he's absolutely wanted to do.
Yeah,
but
thanks.
Ask for that shit. Like, listen, you don't get nothing that you don't ask for. So, like, if anybody deserves that shit, do that shit. So I respect it. Yeah, listen, man. Whenever you're in my town, I'll wrestle a nigga every now and then. He could be Jushin Thunder Liger.
Bro. Facts. And like this man paid his dues so early on. Like it's crazy. Like wrestling with the detached cornea and like still going on and being like, yeah, I want to do more dates. Like after that, like yeah, he paid his dues a long time ago. That's the difference that I feel like is with a lot of other, wrestlers that you hear like, oh, he's doing part-time deals. And the other thing about Bryan Danielson doing a part-time deal is I don't think it's like a lot of other guys, like I want to come in, win a title, hold on to the title, and then I drop this shit back off to you when I want to go home. Like he just comes in, wrestles, does the matches that he wants to do, and then he goes home. Like that's completely different.
I ain't gonna hold you though. He gotta win the title
before he goes. Absolutely.
Yeah, he gotta win the title.
Absolutely.
Like I don't care if you're not really into that. If you don't want to, bro, this listen. Just like what Tony Khan said, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, CM Punk didn't really want to be champion, but I made that call. You feel me? It's my shit. You feel me? I'm trying to make this chicken. You feel me? You gonna be champion.
No, and not even that. Like, nigga, I'm the only silver lining of this whole entire CM Punk firing.
Big action.
Nigga, like, soon as there was like, yo, CM Punk got fired, blah, blah, blah. There was like, well, who's gonna fight Ricky Starks? Mike,
he spoke on that too. He spoke on that too, about the CM Punk getting fired and all of that. He was like, yo, I mean, like, people get fired, but, the work got to still be done, you know what I'm saying? But he's like, the bad part about it is, like, a lot of these people, like, these are your friends. You have personal relationships with these people, so you hate to see, like, bad things like that happen to them. But, like, at the end of the day, like, we kind of got to still do the work, like, like, it don't mean that
we all got wives, we all got kids. Like, everybody got something to take care of. Nigga, like, I didn't get myself fired. I was hurt.
Thanks. Like, so, and on top of that, like, he's been through this before. Like, this is the second time I've had to step in to kind of fill the void that, you left when you dipped out. Like, this is the second time he's like, yo, I'm used to this. Like, this is already something, this is already shit that I'm done. Like,
and that's like, that's how, like, we've been saying it, like, as fans, but, like, he didn't even say it like that. Like, he wasn't even tripping. Like, he kind of, like, was like, I mean, that's my nigga, but, like, I mean, it is what it is. You feel me? At the end of the day, you feel me? Like, that nigga did what he did. You got to live with your consequences. You know what I'm saying? Paraphrasing, of course. You feel me? But
that ain't got nothing to do with me. All right. They said I was clear, and I came back when they said I could come back on. I didn't know that he was going to be fired on this day, nigga. I thought he was going to be here. Nigga, I pulled up in Chicago. Nigga, like, yo, man, I thought you was going to be here. So, like, yo, man, like, I had to save WrestleMania 30, and I had to save fucking Chicago AEW. So,
Rampage. I'm not Rampage and Collision. Like, they just passed that shit on to Bryan Danielson, and it was like, here, it's your show now.
You got
it works. You feel me? I could be at home with my babies and my kids. You feel me? During the week. You know what I'm saying? Work one Saturday.
Yo, that's cool. Hey, yo, what if he said like, yo, Nick Nemeth, you can't come back though for real?
Yo, like, bro, I'm still friends with that guy. Like, I got to keep you out of your principle, man. Like,
hey, the one thing they told me was like, yo, man, hold that down. Don't let him back. Anybody else was cool, but him, nah.
Yeah, man. Oh yeah, Ben, you mentioned Collision. Last week on Collision, Jay Cargill returned. You feel me? Big action. Jay Cargill in the building, pulled up and let it be known that she coming back. You know what I'm saying, for the TBS title. They did announce on AEW that Chris Statlander will be defending against Jay this Friday on Rampage. So they probably just filmed it right now, and it's probably over, and she probably lost. So I'm like, I don't know, like what the next move with Jade is, you know what I'm saying? But I'm like, I don't know.
The next move is the title, man. Like, come on, man. Like, look, that's small potatoes now. Yeah, like, that has to be small potatoes now. Like, Jade needs to be like, you bringing me back? Bring me back for a women's title program, especially if Saraya has it with all her turmoil going on. Like, yeah, bro, I need that belt now.
I don't know.
It's gonna be me and Mercedes and Arthur Ashe.
That sounds horrible. It does. It sounds horrible, man. Because it's like, I don't know if she's ready for that.
Hey, was Backlow ready for her spot that she got put in 2 years ago with NXT? They treat the title the same way.
Keep it a buck. She was better in NXT than she is now.
Yeah.
What is that? Is that her fault?
Yeah, some of it.
You think Jay would do that in the same position? with
I don't
AEW
know.
with the
I gotta
title.
see it.
I think Jay can rock that AEW title.
I'm not really trying to gaze into the future right now on that. You feel me? I'm
My
trying to let her
question
cook.
is, why is she facing Chris Statlander for the title so soon upon like returning? Like, shouldn't that be like a match at like Wrestle Dream or like even Arthur Ashe like next week? You could have thrown that on the card. Like, oh yeah, look, here's what we got. Like this week, like right after coming back, like on Rampage, it's like there's no build to it. Like,
Is it telling?
There's no build. Hey, listen, man, Get Back don't have no date on it. I want to fight you as soon as I can. Which is kind of, even though like the blatantly obvious is blatantly obvious, but
Yeah.
I hope that this just runs into. That's why I wanted to run into a women's title feud, like throw in there with Sheeta after this, because they already be talking about that. They already talking about that they want another women's AEW title, like a trios or like a tag team title. I'm like, listen, man, you need to figure out what to do with the two titles that you niggas got first. And then we'll talk turkey, Jack.
Yeah, they do.
Like that's the same thing. That's the same thing I say whenever they're like, "Yo, we should have like a women's intercontinental championship." Like when they say that in AEW, and I'm like, "Bro, them tag titles looking a little rusty, bro."
You can't even get your men's titles right. Like if it wasn't for Orange Cassidy running around being Orange Cassidy for 39 weeks in a row. Like your secondary title was like you didn't have MJF on TV for months until Adam Cole was like, listen, man, let's be a tag team. Kangaroo kick.
MJF
Other than that,
definitely
man, like,
on
what
TV.
Are you doing? Yeah, man, like get your other titles right before you try to add another title. Like say, like focus on the one that you have. You got enough time.
Yeah, man. Ben, you got the mail key, my guy.
Yes, sir.
You got the mail key, my guy.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, when I win the belt, I'm gonna get the key, right? This gonna be my question. Yo, if I win the belt, next one, I'm getting the key, and then I'm running the question of the week. It's all gonna be about Ray J and King Von.
Oh gosh,
being wrestlers. I mean.
Yo, question of the week.
Yeah,
back once again. You know, there was a return this week, and we will get to that in a little bit. But we wanted to know who should return to WWE next. Y'all gave your answers, didn't disappoint. Shout out to No Bad No, Matt Cardona. He's tearing it up everywhere else. Plus, he keeps talking about wanting to go back. Yeah, I want to go back too if I was him. Look, man got all them titles. I knew another guy that had all them titles, and it didn't mean a damn thing.
Don't do that to him.
Compared to the one that he wanted to hold.
Mail. Don't do that to him.
Yo. All right. Chill. All right. Shout out to Andy Joseph at AJ of RDP. Carlito would be nice for the men's division. Mandy Rose for the women's division. Add CM Punk purely for chaotic purposes. Hey, they say Carlito is signed, but like they just waiting to like put him out there. Didn't we talk about that last week?
Yeah. He's doing the entry videos that he's done before. You know what I'm saying? Got to watch the sexual harassment videos. You know what I mean? The workplace violence videos. So yeah.
The forklift training videos, all that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I'm saying? Sign all the paperwork. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Check. So he's good.
Yeah. Shout out to at Benny2, Mandy Rose. Shout out to Vaughn, 301 King Vaughn Jr. And he said Mandy Rose. Shout out to Tishimo at Black Cream Soda, the Iconics. Big blunder separating them. Humongous blunder letting them go. Yeah, I feel like there was a lot of money left on the table with Billy Kay.
Yeah, one half of them.
Let's see. Shout out to Rodfather 94. Mandy Rose, her work in NXT before she got released was phenomenal, and she'd be a much needed addition to the women's division. Okay. Shout out to @YouMe in 1939. Said they ain't ready. Kairi Sane.
Oh,
She be back.
Should be back. Shout out to Nikki Handsome Sevens. The last one I'm gonna read. Kip Lee. I don't know if you mean Keith Lee or what, but
Kip Sabian. I know you don't mean Kip Sabian, so I'm gonna take Keith Lee.
All right.
I mean, hey.
Yo, Smiley. Yo, someone said came. Yeah, that was me, Smiley. Sorry about that. But yeah. Who's next? Who do you think is next?
Goldberg.
Oh my god.
We ain't heard shit about that retirement tour. Ain't been shit else said about it.
Who do you think comes back? Lita? I'm saying Lita.
That's not a bad one because we ain't seen her. Like, she just dipped out. She's like, I'm hurt. And we never heard from her again. No tweets, no messages, no backstage video, nothing. It was just like she just fell off the face of the earth. So Lita, that's a good one.
But I think AJ Lee will come back before CM Punk does.
To do what?
That might be why he come back. just to kick it at the Hall of Fame joint. You know what I'm saying?
At the same damn time.
No,
Yo, one or the other.
That's all I can really see. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna be safe, and I'm gonna say the Dudleys because they just signed their Legends deal.
Hey, what?
And I'm gonna say that RVD, even though he was a little like, oh damn, I think the WWE thing is messed up because I did AEW. By the way, he was on Hey AEW this week, but talking about like orgy tips and stuff like that. That was interesting. But I think RVD will be there at WrestleMania. I think the Dudleys will be there, and probably somebody like Tommy Dreamer.
I don't know, man. Tommy Dreamer. I'd rather have Sandman.
Tommy Dreamer in the WWE Hall of Fame? Put him in there.
No,
I hope not.
They might put him in for because it's in Philly, and they might do like a whole like ECW tribute. They probably won't do a whole ECW tribute.
That's what I'm saying. They're gonna do an ECW tribute. It's Philly. You know
if Raven's not in the WWE Hall of Fame yet, I don't want to hear nothing about Tommy Dreamer even sniffing the Hall of Fame. I'll put Beulah McGillicuddy in there before him.
You're sick.
Fuck out of here.
Man, there we go.
Yo, Raven's not even there. That's Johnny Polo, son.
Yeah, well, all right. So we talked about who we think might come back. I mean, did we get to the chat? Did the chat have some? Okay. Hold on. David said a 3MB reunion. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Gresh. I seen that they put him over Kenny King for that title, that digital media championship, the DMC. You know what I'm saying? Mr. All Days Off says bring back Bad Bunny.
Ooh, that was my pick. Like when I was thinking this earlier, that was my pick. I just forgot about it because Bad Bunny did an interview with Vanity Fair, right?
Yeah, you're right. Yep.
Did an interview with Vanity Fair, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm trying to go back. I'm trying to beat Roman Reigns for the title." And I'm like, I can't see that like going down like at like a regular like maybe like a big 4 pay-per-view, but that's definitely like got like Saudi show written all over it.
Bro, you can go right back to Puerto Rico. Did you see what Puerto Rico did when you guys went there?
Puerto Rico. Ooh.
But you imagine that that beep, that Peter Guns that he can get paid for that comes on and he comes out like
for sure. And then Fat Joe comes out saying nigga.
With Matthew McConaughey.
Nigga.
Can I name this episode Fat Joe Says the N-word?
No.
Okay, never mind. Fine.
You can name it Fat Joe. You can name it Fat Joe.
Can we name it Matthew McConaughey Says the N-word?
Yeah.
Can we just name it the N-word?
Yo, shout out to Arch Manning. I don't know why, but you know.
Oh man, what? Why?
I don't know, man.
Shout out to Edward. He says Mikey Whipwreck over Tommy Dreamer for Hall of Fame. I'm with you on that.
I could name about
you got
19 people over Tommy Dreamer.
Shane Douglas. Where's Shane Douglas at?
There wouldn't be no ECW without Shane Douglas taking a PP on the fucking NWA title to announce the Eastern Champion Wrestling. Like, listen, man, that was a moment in wrestling history.
Shane Douglas, no, I don't rock with Triple H. He stole my whole swag. He stole my whole flow. He did the whole, you know what I'm saying? The ripped jeans, the you know what I'm saying? The biker jeans, you know what I'm saying? The black, you feel me? The backwards Kangol or whatever, you feel me? Like, he took my whole, man. He's like, I hate that nigga, man.
I definitely hate Shawn Michaels because he made me give him the belt that just won. Just to give it back to me.
Can I name it Shane Douglas as the N-word?
Yeah, you can name it. Listen, anything in the franchise that is involved with, I fuck with Shane Douglas. So,
bro, Shane Douglas, like, man, I was sitting in the room and they was talking about like, yo, not letting niggas get paid and they was gonna starve their families. I'm like, he's like, I couldn't be in there with that. I'm like, you didn't tell them niggas like, hey, y'all can't do that, or hey, that's not good. You just like, you know what? I'm leaving out of here, but I'm gonna tell niggas that y'all was talking about this shit.
Bro, you know how many people I can put in with ECW in the Hall of Fame over him? Like, I'll put in Mick Foley again. I'll put in Stone Cold again. I'll put in
the Sandman,
McGillicuddy, Woman, the Sandman. Somebody said Mikey Whipwreck. You know what I'm saying? Raven. You're saying the Good Raven. You know what I'm saying? He was saying New Jack, the Gangsters, Teddy Long, Chris Jericho again. Juventud, he was there for like 2 minutes. Over Tommy Dreamer. I never liked Tommy Dreamer. You did a DDT. You're never Jake the Snake.
Nothing's let's see. Andy says, what's the issue with Tommy Dreamer? I missed something. Nothing. Jizzle just hating. I don't understand it. I have no idea. I don't understand it. And I wish he didn't do it today. I wish he didn't.
Oh no, so now niggas like Tommy Dreamer now. Oh, my bad.
No, I'm just saying, like,
you put that in the group chat next time. I don't know.
It's not even that. It's not even that. It's just, never mind. All right, we talk about returns. Let's talk about Nia Jax, dog. Let's move it forward, dog. Rhea gets jacked. Nia Jax returned to WWE. She pulled up on Raw. Rhea defeated Raquel with help from Nia, and then Nia smacked Rhea up, hit her with the bonsai drop, and then smacked her up some more. You feel me? What was that all about?
It's not like most returns.
Bro.
See, not that bad right now, right? Yeah. This man, I like Nia Jax. Listen, man, no matter how much you guys hate hate Nia Jax, listen, this is what this division needed, even on both sides. Even though I think like this is what you need a heel. Like, you need a heel. You need a bad guy who's going to be a bad guy. Somebody that you're going to hate. Like, you thought you booed Dom. Like, you guys love to boo Dom. Like, you might as well boo Nia, even though you blame her for all the shit that's not her fault sometimes. But, you know, listen, do it.
Like, it's crazy when Asuka literally has to jump on the timeline when y'all tagging Kairi Sane in these tweets and tagging her in these tweets and like, yeah, this is what she did last time to Asuka and Kairi when she was there. We don't want to hear anymore. And Asuka's like, hey, look, we know we signed up for. We know what comes with this wrestling shit. Like, you know, this ain't bad. Like, gave the whole speech on the timeline. Like, y'all gotta chill. And then the whole thing, like when she did the bonsai drop on Rhea, all I saw was niggas be like, man, look, she botched it. She really landed on her. She really hurt her. Like, oh, look at her. And I'm like, bro, how y'all know?
You don't know.
You know.
If you guys are real wrestling fans that you guys pretend to be, like I am, listen, when you do the bonsai drop, I learned this shit. Listen, you kick your heels out, you know what I'm saying? When you kick your heels out, you know what I'm saying? You slide right on there and it doesn't hurt. You know what I mean? Like, I done seen one of the bloodline Yokozuna like kill niggas almost, like missing it. And she did not do that. She knows what she's doing with that move. That's not a hard move to do. Like, listen, get your head out of your asses and then just enjoy the fucking moment.
Bro. And then like when she was smacking her, when she was like sitting on top of her, niggas was like, I know we put out a tweet like, oh, yo, what's going on? Like, niggas like, yo, she really hurting her right there. You could hear the slaps. I'm like, that's usually how a slap goes, bro. Like, y'all wasn't saying all this when Stephanie McMahon was literally walking around smacking niggas in the face every single week. And you could hear that shit.
That's her move.
Y'all talking about like, yo, she gave that nigga a concussion. I'm like, bro, she smacked the fuck out of Todd Phillips one week, and niggas was laughing at that shit.
They got video compilations of Stephanie McMahon slaps.
Bro, Shane McMahon used to really punch niggas in the head. Like, like, do you realize like what happened? Like, you think Rhea Ripley, who is the greatest Australian to ever live now? You know what I mean? It's like her and Crocodile Dundee. I don't give a fuck. Like, you think she doesn't know how to take a fucking slap to the face? Like, you think she didn't know that was gonna happen? Like, you guys need to start being the fan that you really think you are, and stop letting your emotions get involved, because emotions only get you killed.
Yo, well, that's something. This is the first time in the company since the Royal Rumble, and back then, like, the word was like, oh, she's coming back, and she was like, nah, it's just a one-off. I guess the money must have been right, because she said a while ago, like when she got released, she was like, I'm not coming back. I'm done with wrestling. That part of my life is over. But like, bro, like, everybody got a price.
And you always could just like hop right, like once you've been doing that, you know what I mean, like most of your natural life, like you always going to tap in, especially if they want you, and then especially if you're always going to be relevant. Like, it's like, as much as you guys hate her, the more you hate her, the more relevant she is, which is why they can bring her back and then pay her the money that she wants, and then she can do what she wants to do, and like she's gonna make, like, her and Rhea is gonna be fucking nuts, because it's gonna be great. So stop complaining.
It's probably looking like a Fastlane. Rhea and Nia. Yeah, man. Hey, dog.
When is Fastlane?
Fastlane is October 7th or 6th. I think it's that first weekend in October.
They're gonna add Raquel to that shit for sure.
And when's Wrestle Dream?
October 1st.
Ooh, that's smart.
Yeah.
You know, running. What's New Japan?
It might be the weekend after.
You want to be involved in that. Stay away from that New Japan shit, because they can always break out the Okada to Tanahashi, same break glass. You're like, listen, we're gonna put them.
Yeah,
in
it's
there
October
like,
2nd, so it's the following weekend.
Oh, okay. Damn, my girl's birthday's on the 7th. Damn. All right.
Yeah, so actually, it's actually No Mercy, Wrestle Dream, same weekend, I believe. But let's get into
doing this.
Yeah, man, it is what it is, dog. This is your life now. You feel me? This is your life now. It's gonna be you feel me? AEW on, you feel me, Saturday, WWE on Sunday, WWE on Saturday, AEW on Sunday. You feel me? And then you feel me, with the merger of WWE and the UFC becoming
transition, yo.
TKO under the Endeavor umbrella. This was made official this past Tuesday, with them all pulling up to the New York Stock Exchange, ringing the bell, all parties involved. You got Triple H, with, you feel me? You got Dana White, you got Vince McMahon with his weird mustache.
All right,
go ahead.
Let me pick it back up.
Go ahead.
Please.
But let it go.
No, let me go. Let me find it. I want to look at this shit one more time.
Mr. Man, yo.
Don't nobody on that stage got hair any blacker than Vince McMahon.
Well, look at that shit. It's like a blackhead.
This nigga using the hair dye that Grandpa Lou from Rugrats was using. That shit wasn't dark. That shit was dark, nigga.
With a U and an R. The sun had to get that shit out.
You seen the picture that they have on the TKO website of Vince McMahon? He's just like standing in the background, looking like a supervillain,
like an evil ass, like Lex Luthor.
Like, bro, the lighting is just like the lighting and the look, and I'm like, this is like the most Vince McMahon picture that's ever been taken of this man. Like, this is like what's been on the inside all these years.
Lord Vince, he's just sitting there with a TKO belt. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for Bianca and Montez being there, representing, listen, your new spokesperson, listen, wrestling fans, TKO, Montez and Bianca are the greatest wrestling couple to ever live. Debate your mama, debate your bitch, which means look in the mirror and debate yourself. Because there's nothing better when you can put them two together to represent anything.
Because they was at the stock exchange, and then they went to the VMAs, like in the same day. Like, they know who they're sending out. They know what they're putting forward. And yeah. There was like a lot of other news going on with the whole TKO thing. There was a quote from, what is his name, Epstein Lawrence, who was like, yeah, we want to get to a point where every WWE fan is a UFC fan and every UFC fan is a WWE fan. Dana White commented on this, and he was like, that is stupid. And I'm like,
the stupidest shit I've ever heard in my entire life, which is what Dana White said.
Yeah, he said, yeah.
That was a stupid. Listen, UFC wishes that they can have the fans that WWE has. If you want to be real with it, like, the UFC has been trying to corner the market on MMA the same way that WWE did in 82, 83.
They have
cornered
the market on MMA.
I mean, if the PFL still exists, if Pride and shit, like, they had like the thing with that, the UFC that had to deal with
AEW exists, Impact exists, New Japan exists. WWE has cornered the market on that, just like UFC has cornered the market on 25
years
MMA.
ago.
Well, who's bigger than the UFC and MMA?
Pride's been around since.
Who's bigger than the UFC?
Are we talking about now? Are we talking about
right now, this very moment? Yeah,
right now. Well, of course it's. I mean, until Francis fights fucking Tyson Fury in PFL. But
so
other than that, like, no, I'm talking about like what Dana White is saying.
What it used to be in '93.
No, what Dana White is saying is like, listen, we're trying to get where they're at right now. He ain't trying to make himself little brother, but he's like, listen, man, like, if I hope so, but listen, like, no, man, like, they like MMA fans like this, wrestling fans like this, a lot of MMA fans and wrestling fans like both, but you're not going to change that. That's what
a lot of MMA fans don't give a fuck about wrestling, though.
But a lot of wrestling fans don't give a fuck about MMA either.
That's where I wanted to go with it.
And that's why, like, Dana White is not trying to say we trying to be like them. He trying to say, like, no, nigga, like, we can work in unison, but them fans ain't these fans, and these fans ain't them fans. And you feel me? There might be some crossover, but it's definitely not a lot, and not enough to be like, oh yeah, we gonna get everybody on board. You feel me? Like, no. What type of shit is that?
Like, I think what he was trying to say is just like, listen, like, if some of our fans can like see us from the other side, and then like the other fans can see us from the other side, it'll be good. But he was like, no, we would get the fans to like everything. Like, no, nigga, shut your fucking mouth. That's what he was trying to say. Bro,
like, have you gone like under a post, like a tweet or like a Facebook post where WWE and UFC are like mentioned like in the same thing and they're both tagged in it? It's an all-out war in there, man. You have niggas like arguing, like, yeah, man, that shit is fake. And then like the other side is like, they're doing this like 300 days out of the year. Like, they're only wrestling. I'm not wrestling. They're only fighting like once a month. Like, well, y'all can't compare. Y'all can, like, yo, it's an all-out war.
Man, listen,
in there.
And then it's Bobby Lashley. Look, Bobby Lashley. He did both. Ain't nobody fucking Bobby Lashley.
Sign Julius Creed up, man. Get him over there, dog.
Yo, that dude is different.
Nick Khan was on the Bill Simmons podcast, and he talked a little bit about the merger and, you know, where they was going with things. And Bill Simmons had asked if there was any possibility you know, that you could see something like, you know, WWE and UFC going in on the same weekend type of thing. And he was like, actually, the conversations have just started on, you know, the things that we could do working together. And something like an all-star TKO weekend is enticing. You know what I'm saying? So, Jizzle, I got to ask you, as somebody who's an aficionado of both, MMA and WWE or pro wrestling in general. You know what I'm saying? He said it would look something like we go into that city on Friday for SmackDown, Saturday, the UFC event, Sunday, the WWE goes in with the PLE, and that's the All-Star TKO weekend. Possibly some other events that they can do to like kind of bring the union together. Like, how do you see that playing out? If like it good or bad, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what does that look like to you? Does that look like that works?
It depends. Like, it depends on what PLE you want to run with the UFC event that you want, because like UFC just runs like fight nights and shit all the time, just like in the city. Like, and I think that's what makes it so appealing, because like no matter what PLE that you're running, like you can just throw like whatever UFC fight night, UFC whatever, like in the same city, and they can run that shit in the same. You can run that shit in the same building. Like since it's Endeavor or TKO, like one big, you know what I'm saying, conglomerate now. Like you can just run them niggas, like you can just run it like, okay, we're gonna have the building, like if you're in Las Vegas, like what's at the T-Mobile Arena, we're gonna have that this day, and then Sunday we're gonna have this. And then like if I'm gonna be in fucking Kentucky, like the UFC is literally just throwing shit at the wall because all niggas want to fight all the time because all them niggas hate each other. And then we can fight whatever. But like if you want to like run your PLE with that shit, especially like when you get to the Big Four season, that's when you can have your number, because like you was in 294, 295. Like when you want to have John Jones do some shit like that, like, and you want to have like WrestleMania.
That's when you want to. Maybe not WrestleMania though.
Royal Rumble, or like SummerSlam, nigga. Like you imagine running like SummerSlam at. I don't want to say that. Well, you know the Mets ain't doing shit. You know what I mean? They have Royal Rumble over there, so you can have SummerSlam over there, like at the Met Stadium, and then you can just run fucking UFC 300 at fucking the Garden, and then now that you're fucking signed with the WWE, you know what I mean? Who literally runs the Garden over the New York Knicks? It's WWE, the Liberty, and then the Knicks.
Yo,
so, Liberty, God,
Liberty.
Somebody gotta win something, you know what I mean? So like you run some shit like that, like you saying like a super weekend like that, that's where the money is. It's just like, and then like I think like with the UFC being so flexible with their events, and then WWE like having their events like mapped out in advance already, like the UFC can just be like, yo, man, like, look, we can throw a fucking event on there right now, nigga. Like, why not, blood?
That's another thing. That's another thing that he mentioned, possibly releasing WWE and UFC schedules similar to the NBA and NFL, MLB. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you got a little too much zip in your chip, blood. Listen, like, have what you said. You know what I'm saying?
Baby steps.
Man, like, have a little weekend. You know what I mean? Like, have a little super weekend where you can have like once a month where you be like, yo, is both of us coming into your town? And then like corner the market. Like you need to corner your market like NBA Youngboy had. Like you want to have a cult following, which is what wrestling and MMA have, which is what this idiot was trying to say, but he just didn't say it right because he's an idiot. So like you want to have the people that love both to watch whatever has the name on. Like you can't cross promote it because they're all fucking. Like Daniel Cormier's been a fan, like blah blah blah. You've been talking about doing something, like you ain't about to do nothing with him. But like when you can have like, you listen, once a month, this is gonna be us, and then the rest of the time, like listen, do what you got to do, and preferably do it on a Saturday, because you do not want to compete with NFL Sunday, like compete with Clemson before you compete with, you know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Oh, listen, man, Daddy rolling over in his grave at the listening to this shit.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
Rolling over to the other side of the pillow that's cold that he paid for. Like, yeah, man,
there was another report about the TV rights, the deal that is coming up.
SmackDown.
Yeah, it's I guess more growing concerns that SmackDown might not be picked back up by Fox. They were saying I think the leaders and contenders right now is like Amazon. Or was it? No, Disney and
Amazon.
Yeah, Disney and Amazon, right?
Yeah. And it's
weird.
weird.
Talking to Bezos at Fashion Weekend too.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, like
he was.
Like, yeah. For,
he was. Shout out to Maxine Dupree. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? She walked.
But I just think like it's a little weird that Fox is like, you know what? It's not doing what we wanted to. Let's throw it off there. Like, what else do you got on a Friday night besides sports that you're throwing on Fox that's doing those numbers? Like,
especially since the Pac-12 then blown up and like you don't have them rights no more because they used to show the Pac-12 games.
All right, so we talked about that a little bit last week, and you mentioned the same thing, right? About like what else can they put in that time slot that's going to do the SmackDown numbers like that? And I don't know if it's necessarily about the numbers that SmackDown is doing. It might be more about the money that they spent on SmackDown and what WWE is asking for the next deal. You know what I'm saying?
Because they said 700 million. From like the 400 or something that they were getting, like they asked for like an extra 300 million. It was like
they asking for a lot. Yeah, they asking for a lot. Now,
apparently for a whole lot more. Listen, we gave you Roman Reigns and we gave you Ronda Rousey, like we said.
Now apparently it looks like from what is it to they're estimating an upcoming loss 2023 and 2024. About $455.3 million in losses. Ooh. Actually, you know what? My apologies. 2023 and 2024 combined would be $734.3 in losses.
Oh my heart.
For Fox.
Yo, my stomach.
They're charging like $47,000 a minute for advertisements, and they're saying like the level of advertisements and the money that they get for advertisements, the type of advertisements that they get is not really conducive to the money that WWE is asking for. And then on top of that, they like, nigga, we don't know if these numbers is going to change within this next deal, you feel me, within the next 3 to 5 years. So I don't know about that. So you might see WWE on something like Amazon Prime or, you know what I'm saying, like maybe like an ABC type thing, or I don't know if they would go cable. I don't know. They mentioned something about like FX if they wanted to go cable, or, you know, maybe ABC, the broadcast channel. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what's on that you would like boot off of the air, you know what I'm saying, in place of.
Hey, yo, I got a hot take for you.
Go.
First off, like Endeavor and Fox, like Fox ain't really fucking with the UFC because UFC fucking ousted them niggas because they like UFC had like the Fox had UFC like way like 10, 15 years ago when they had one nigga get beat up in 15 seconds and shit. Like so they done deals with UFC and they don't really want to fuck with them like that anyway. And then you're doing the merger, and then like, yo, we gave y'all Roman Reigns, and then we did the whole little draft shit. And then we had the little robot shit. So now you're asking for more money. Like, even though, like, yo, SmackDown has definitely held up their end of the bargain, so to say. Because, like, listen, we're the number one show. Like, listen, we do 2.5 million average.
That's no cool, what. But nobody's paying to put ads on your show.
I mean, we have UFC now. You know what I mean? We can put these UFC fights, you know what I'm saying?
You trying to put some duct tape on a, you feel me, on a on a pothole, you feel me?
I'm trying to have the nigga I'm trying to have Dylan Brooks set the screen, you know what I'm saying, for John Morant to go dunk on hilarious. Some niggas. You know what I mean? Like, listen, like UFC has to be the screen set nigga and the nigga that fouls niggas, like, you know what I'm saying, on the back end. But I don't think Fox wants to do anything with UFC because they don't fuck with them niggas.
Hey, so this is if SmackDown was to move, this is the lineup on ABC, right? So the Friday night lineup on ABC, like prime time, if they were to go, you feel me, is Shark Tank at 8:00 and then 2020 at 9:00.
All right, they're not moving 2020.
They're like, not moving no 2020.
2020 been on for like 60 years. Like Shark Tank, they get Shark Tank the fuck out of here. Like Like, yo, you
It's
get that.
And then it's like
2020, nah.
And then it's like because wrestling is kind of booming in a way where other networks are, you know what I'm saying, trying to grab their own wrestling programs or whatever, you know what I'm saying? What other day is SmackDown going to go on? Are they going to go back to Thursdays, Wednesdays against here's what you got on ABC on Wednesday nights. Judge Steve Harvey.
Yeah.
Celebrity Family Feud.
Abbott Elementary.
Hell nah, bro.
Not going nowhere. You're not moving Abbott Elementary. Sorry.
No.
Absolutely not.
You want to go back on Tuesdays? Celebrity Jeopardy's over there. You feel me? We could.
Well, you can put Celebrity Jeopardy anywhere.
Exactly. You feel me? And
you know, honestly, 7:30.
Celebrity Jeopardy might only be there because of, you know what I'm saying, the writer strike. You know what I'm saying?
But Disney's about to buy this shit. But I think Fox is just acting like, you know what I mean, act like that girl. Like, I'm done with SmackDown. I ain't never gonna see SmackDown, and then all of a sudden they go sign that new deal. They're like, "Oh my god, you thought we was over?" Like, yeah, you still want SmackDown.
I mean, listen, they got another year. That deal don't come up until, like, you know what I'm saying, October of next year. So they got a while to, you know what I'm saying.
Once Roman Reigns shows up with Christmas presents, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna be just fine.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know why they tripping, man. Like, you remember back in like 2004, 2005, them niggas was canceling a show every other week.
Right.
They've been losing money.
Bro, they needed Batista. They was like, "Yo, Batista, we're gonna move you over here." He was like, "Why?" He was like, "Well, Undertaker's over here." He was like, "All right, cool."
G Nation said, "Ain't nobody watching Judge Steve Harvey." That's a fact.
Fucking fact.
We got 2-hour shows though. You feel me? Like we gonna be like, yo, move Abbott Elementary to 10 o'clock instead of 9.
Abbott Elementary is not moving anywhere.
Yeah,
you have to work around that because you just got here, nigga.
Yeah,
which is why I think Fox is gonna hold on to them niggas. I think Fox is gonna hold on to that time slot.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
We'll see. You had to fight for Abbott Elementary. They do the first hour of SmackDown, take a 30-minute break, show the episode of Abbott Elementary, then like, okay, resuming.
Like a split
Friday.
shift.
Hey, listen, Friday nights live on Amazon Prime. You feel me? SmackDown. Pull up to the app. You know what I'm saying? Subscribe.
Right after Outlaw Johnny Black.
Listen,
you know
Amazon Prime has like 148 million subscribers.
I believe it. It's like I got my belt so quick.
And they ain't got shit on that app besides The Boys.
But what if you put that shit on YouTube?
200 million worldwide Amazon Prime subscribers, 147 million in the US.
Yo, where's YouTube at them trying to buy SmackDown? They just bought the fucking Sunday ticket. You think they can't afford fucking SmackDown? You know what I'm saying? They probably got that shit in their back pocket.
Nigga, hey, if I was WWE, fuck it, nigga. We going to Amazon. Triple H was just talking to Jeff Bezos, like you said, nigga. What's up? Let's pull up to Amazon. Peacock has 2 million subscribers, nigga.
Amazon has 200.
Take everything to Amazon, nigga.
Oh,
bro, you can go to Revolt for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Listen, go with Diddy. You know what I mean? Listen, put SmackDown on Revolt. You know what I mean? And you get the album for free when you sign up.
Hey, Diddy is Brother Love. You feel me? This is Another Love TKO. The album come out Friday. You feel me? Friday night SmackDown, Friday night Love. You know what I'm saying? Let's get it.
Like, bro, and
TKO.
And not for nothing,
TKO.
but like,
hold on, Ben. You gotta say it too, bro. Another Love TKO.
I think it was on it. The nigga was like, yo, it's like if you mute this, like I still can't get over that tweet. Like, yo, if you mute him and he's walking across the stage, look like that nigga doing stand-up. But like that, like the move to Amazon Prime doesn't really sound too bad. I mean, the NFL is showing Thursday night football games on there.
Yep.
But HBO Max, like if you go to HBO, listen, where you need to go to where you can bleed freely and say the F word. You know what I mean? Because that's where I want you to go. Like Amazon, listen, Bezos gonna let you say that shit.
They cooking in the chat right now. They cooking in the chat.
Yo,
Andy,
WWE
okay, so Andy says they have one championship on Friday on Amazon Prime. You feel me? I don't even know. Like, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. I don't even know like what that 200 million, 147, 48 million in the US subscriber base really means, because I got Amazon Prime. I got Amazon Prime Video just because I got Amazon Prime. You feel me? Like
you feel me?
That's
the point that
I was gonna forgetting. I be forgetting that I got that I got Prime Video. I'm not gonna hold you.
Like, bro, let me tell you, Amazon Prime don't got shit on there besides Thursday Night Football, The Boys, what's the other one? Invincible, and it's like a couple of other shows they got on there. Every other, like literally, like almost every other show, movie, TV show that you want to watch, like you go on there, they're like, hey, if you want to watch this show, you got to get another subscription on this network that we got on this app. And like you said, like, yo, a lot of people sign up for like Amazon Prime and like don't know, oh, they just throwing this shit at you for free anyway. Like, nigga, there's some of these deals that they have throwing at you. There's some of these deals, facts. Like, there's some of these deals they got thrown at you. You get Amazon Music for free. Like, you get this shit like bundled in together, and you didn't even know that you got it.
Yeah, hey, nigga, you got Voodoo, nigga. Like, what's Voodoo? Like, oh, but you know, like that's my man Sean said. Listen, man, you can watch some SmackDown and Yu-Gi-Oh. You know what I'm saying? Like, watch some Yu-Gi-Oh. You know what I'm saying on the Tubi.
I'm with it. I'm with it.
Man, they put SmackDown on Tubi.
David said Amazon is just Tubi. Amazon is just Tubi with a paywall.
Thank you. Ain't shit on there.
Mr. All Days Off said WWE Raw on BET Plus.
Oh man,
bro.
Hey,
right after Sisters.
Hey, no, I'm telling you, I'm subscribing just to see a segment with R-Truth and what's bro Tyler Perry. Hey, book it. Tyler Perry and R-Truth. Put R-Truth on Brothers. You feel me?
Yo,
whatever that show is.
The show? Remember Playmakers? You know what I'm saying? With Derwin.
Yeah, bring that back. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, bring that back with R-Truth.
Oh, the game.
Yo, the game. Put it on Pluto. You know what I mean? Shout out to Pluto.
With my man Malik Eldebarge, right?
But,
oh my god, man.
Bro.
But he was fucking Serena Williams for a little bit, Eva Marcel, and then just like had a baby with a regular bitch. I was like, all right, man, that's what I'm talking about, Malik.
SmackDown on Hulu, man. FX, man, come get it, dog. You feel me? What they got on FX? Pluto. Yellowstone or some shit. You feel me?
But fucking Snowball is gone.
You can't get Yellowstone night, nigga.
That's just on Paramount now.
Oh, okay, my bad, nigga. I don't know.
That shit is definitely on Paramount. Cause I was like, because that was one of them shows. I was like, that's on Peacock. Then I'm like, yeah, see this right? That's definitely on Paramount Plus. Shit, they can put it on Paramount Plus. But shit, ain't nobody over on Paramount Plus. They were like, yo, apparently like they're like the bottom of the bottom when it comes to like streaming like apps and everything like that. Like Paramount Plus is at the bottom.
Nigga,
they got all the Nickelodeon shows, nigga. I'm talking about like Rocket Power, like all the shows over there. And they have all the challenges on there. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the MTV challenges. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'll fucking, like I'm saying, go right past Yellowstone to get to the fucking challenges. You know what I'm saying? They got the challenges with cuss words on it. So I'm down for that. You know what I mean? Like, you put them on Paramount.
I just watched Lioness on Paramount with Zoe Saldana, Nicole Kidman.
I'm sold.
And Morgan Freeman.
I don't even care what's going on. You said Zoe Saldana. I was like, all right, but whatever you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Whatever she
Nah, it was fire. It was fire until the last episode didn't really make no sense, but it's all good. But yeah, man, WWE, UFC, TKO, they did the damn thing, man. We'll see what happens with all of that. You feel me? All of that. NXT No Mercy is coming up September 30th. And somebody had people a little bit upset that she became the NXT Women's Champion. I mean, Becky do numbers, you feel me? Numbers, you feel me? Men lie, women lie, numbers don't, unless you feel me, the AEW all-in attendance count. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah. Becky Lynch captured the NXT Women's Championship. She defeated Tiffany Stratton this past week. And on top of that, brought in 880,000 viewers. You feel me?
What?
Yeah. 103,000 more than her husband. Yeah, Seth Rollins brought in 773. Yeah, Becky 2 belts. Becky's the draw. Becky's the man. When the man come around, you feel me? People watch. They click their little clickers, you feel me? And they turn on NXT and they see what's happening. And she made Tiffany Stratton look saucy. And she won the title. And shut the hell up if you hating about it.
blood. Like first of all, shout out to Grand Slam Bex. You know what I'm saying? We call her Grand Slam Bex now because she's the Grand Slam champ, just like all the other 4 horsewomen.
Really?
Yep.
You know what I mean? She did that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand how you niggas are so mad. Like, how are you mad at Becky Lynch, but you were trying to justify Dolph Ziggler winning against Braun Breaker, right? So
I didn't see no niggas justifying that.
No,
I saw
no,
I'm not gonna step on what you're saying, but
no,
I think like I saw like niggas like when the whole like him beating Braun Breaker, niggas is mad about that shit, but not to the level of the whole Becky Lynch thing. Like they're like, well, she didn't need to go down there and win the title, and it's like, bro, we do numbers down here when I come down here, bro.
But
like these are the biggest numbers. Yeah, facts. Like, and on top of that, like Graham said, these are the biggest numbers they've done in 3 years since October of 2020.
But like, and what do you want me? Like, listen, the entire point of having another show is to integrate the show in the show to make the other show good, and then make the other show good, and then like everybody gets good. And that's the entire point. Like, she went down there to fight Tiffany Stratton. Listen, we know Tiffany Stratton is the fucking future, which is what you guys wasn't saying fucking 3.5 months ago. You guys was like, oh, so now you niggas care about Tiffany Stratton. Like, listen, first of all, you niggas need to take a shower and touch grass because you guys are like, you guys do not care about the aesthetics and the fucking lifeblood of wrestling like that. Her like this like especially for the time that they got in that match, nigga, like they got the last 13.5 minutes to fucking do the most that they could, and like she made her look amazing, and then made it look amazing to the point where you can do like there's gonna be another match, nigga. Like Rhea with the same shit, everybody goes through the same shit, nigga. This is wrestling, nigga. There wouldn't be no flair for the gold without this, you idiots.
Thank you, because like the whole time that I saw it was like, oh well, you know, she's burying her and she's burying Tiffany Stratton. Like a few weeks ago, I saw y'all talking about, oh, she just a Divas throwback and like don't nobody want to see that shit and all that type of shit. And now you care that Becky got the title on her. Like, bro, we got a pay-per-view coming up. We got a pay-per-view coming up in 17 days. You think she not gonna pass the belt back off to her? Like,
what if she don't?
Like, oh shit, she don't. She might have to stay in NXT for a little while.
But you think Becky Lynch really needs this title?
They said Becky Lynch running from the grind because Nia Jax back.
Seen that too.
I mean, they said the same thing about Kyrie Sane too, and I was like, that's not right.
Well, she back too though. You feel me? She just,
everybody back, but Nia back, and now they're like, you know.
Allegedly.
Listen, Charlotte Flair can take them punches to the face. Becky Lynch can take them punches to the face. I bet she won't throw a belt at Nia.
but back to this. The whole thing with Becky Lynch going down there is like we've seen it multiple times. We saw it like what we said about Dolph Ziggler. We saw it with the New Day. We've seen it like with Dominic Mysterio, and now we're seeing it with Becky Lynch. And each time it does numbers. We're bringing eyes in. And then, like I said before, like whenever this has come up, like you get an easy pass to introduce whoever they're feuding with to the main roster, so the transition is easier. Like Grayson Waller, when he came up, the transition was easy. You didn't need to do like a whole like 3 or 4 video packages, but like look who it is. Like you guys don't know him. Like no, we know him because he had the feud with AJ Styles. Like. It's an easy introduction, an easy pass through. Like, that's what they're there for. Like, y'all talking about, oh, it's supposed to be a developmental brand. Like, back with, like sometimes at OVW and sometimes these, like, companies or whatever, Mid-South Wrestling, whatever, sometimes you had motherfuckers who's on the main roster come down there and have matches, have programs, and then they would go back.
Bro, I remember I seen some videos on the X earlier. We were talking about when they had to go, like when Undertaker was the champion in '99, they went to Puerto Rico to help Puerto Rico out, and then like they were just like, "Yo, we're gonna be back," type shit. Like, listen, Becky going down there is just like Tiffany Stratton getting a Cardi B verse or a Nicki Minaj verse. Listen, like you are getting like this is the boost that you need, and then like listen, and you still look good. It wasn't like she looked like a fucking like. Listen, we were saying that Tiffany Stratton was the future months ago, And niggas was like, okay, yeah, where's your Kofi at? Nah,
she can't
nigga,
cut a promo.
Yeah, no, we've been saying, no, we said, like, listen, we said Tiffany, like, listen, that's like, though, that fucking little moonsault, that shit kind of lit, yo, she all right. But y'all niggas was like, y'all niggas was like, oh, we don't know.
Nah, you know what niggas was saying? Anybody could practice a match for 3 weeks and then go on and do it on live TV. All right, nigga. Well, let me see you do it.
Yeah, let me see you do it. And
let me see you do it.
Let me see your non-existent bitch do it too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Let me see you run a 4-6, man. Let me see you run a 4-2.
Bro, you know what you talking about? Cover the back end and the cover 3. All right, can you do that? Like, oh, so you don't know about that, right, huh? So you know what a pick and roll is? You know what I'm saying, on the pin down. Like, oh, okay. Sure.
let me see you run a dig route, bro. What are we talking about? What are we talking about, nigga?
You good said that shit. I think, listen, that shot in the arm from the main roster is just showing a camaraderie against the entire locker room and Endeavor as a whole. Not really. Becky the Stallion, that is hilarious.
It's like a Becky the Stallion feature having her go down there. You feel me?
My man slam sound like bongos. Her man slam sounds like bongos.
That's crazy.
Yeah, shout out to us. But yeah, man, stop complaining and enjoy it because you're gonna watch it anyway, whether you like it or not.
There it is. There it is.
There it is. You know what it is? Another love TKO.
Let it go. Yo, but you can't tell me that nigga wasn't sweating. But he was sweating singing that shit. But I can tell.
Oh, yeah. Nigga had to pass the like washcloth to like wipe off his face.
Handkerchief, nigga. Like he definitely had a handkerchief.
Nah, nigga. That wasn't a handkerchief. I was like, nigga, that's a washcloth.
That nigga had a whole towel.
Nigga, I think you need to let it go. Nigga, Nick Khan said they asked him about who was it, Mark Rinaldi from Sports Illustrated or ESPN or wherever. I don't remember, bro. I'm sorry, I don't be checking in. I think ESPN, but he asked bruh about CM Punk. Oh, when an hour and 26 minutes it says CM Punk. I think we said his name.
Oh, you're welcome.
But nah. He was like, yo, what about CM Punk? He's a free agent or he just left AEW or da. What about bringing CM Punk back? And he was like, listen, we have nothing but respect for Phil. All right? All right? We got nothing but respect for Phil. We respect what he did here in his time. We respect what he tried to do in the UFC, you know? And yeah, we've got nothing but respect for Phil and whatever he decides to do in the future. So I don't know if I'm reading that like, nigga, I'm finna sign a deal, or nigga, fuck that nigga, get the fuck up out of here.
Nah, that was saying like no in the most polite way possible because he was like, he was like, because I think he ran through down the line. He was like, yo, we appreciate what he did in UFC. I'm like, nigga, like you trying to cover all bases. I'm like, yeah, right. We like that nigga. I heard about that nigga.
You know who CM Punk is? CM Punk is Antonio Brown.
Ooh.
CM Punk is Aaron Rodgers.
CM
Punk is
Joe Budden. I'm
tired. I'm
old and I've worked for fucking children. That's his offensive line.
CM Punk, yeah, you're right though. CM Punk is Antonio Brown. CM Punk is Aaron Rodgers. CM Punk is Joe Budden. Depending on what day of the week it is.
He is a malcontent.
Every single one of them.
No matter what it is, like the worst parts of their personalities, that's a CM Punk put into one who's a wrestling fan. But his morals are good, but his person is not.
What if he's just playing it safe because he don't know the terms of like you know what I'm saying, a non-compete or something like that?
Yeah,
because you're not gonna tell me that Nick Khan, the nigga that's the deal maker, wouldn't make the deal with CM Punk.
Official, yeah. But the thing is, like, Nick Khan gives these answers a lot whenever he's asked like questions like, when is this person gonna come back? Or what are you guys doing with this? Or what about this moving to this? And then he's just like gives these non-committal answers, which is like what he's very good at. So we don't even like a lot of people were like leaning towards like, yeah, they're probably not gonna sign CM Punk. This is the nicest way to say no possible, but like there is like a possibility this nigga could snag him and bring him in for the Royal Rumble. It's kind of like a peace offering to Fox to be like, yo, remember when you guys wanted this nigga 2 years ago? Here he is.
Hey man,
that would be nothing but that'd be nothing but signing that nigga for a shock value,
bro.
Like,
hey,
money is money, and like I know what's gonna make money, and CM Punk is gonna have to like hold on. What my man Frantic World right here said. CM Punk is the John Jones of pro wrestling. Like, first off, CM Punk will never be the greatest ever in his craft in wrestling.
Oh,
because,
which John Jones? Never mind.
Yo, Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart and 17 other people exist before you talk about CM Punk being the greatest ever in wrestling. But John Jones, there's only one of one, and that's him. So he's not him. But somebody that makes a whole bunch of money, like, yo, man, you bring in like Graham said, Aaron Rodgers. Like, you know what I'm saying? Somebody's gonna change he was supposed to change the culture last time he was on WWE on that fucking smack and talk shit. So and then Endeavor made a whole bunch of money, on the UFC side with CM Punk, but he got beat up by Mickey Gall and fucking what's the nigga from the Cowboys? That nigga.
It was like, yo, I remember like watching that whole thing. Like you snuck wrestling fans into that to pay for that pay-per-view to watch CM Punk get folded. And then after this shit was over, Mickey Gall had to come back and put his arm around this nigga and be like, yo, man, you see, it took guts to do what he did. Like, this nigga is some nigga off the street. They were like, yo, you want $100 to go in the ring with this nigga? Like, yo, he was acting like he was just like some random nigga off the street.
He got out of jail or something.
To get in here. Yo, facts.
Like Kane from fucking Creed 3. You know, he's like, oh yeah, he just got out of jail and knew how to box before he got there. Like, no, CM Punk didn't know what he was doing.
No.
Like, the Anaconda Vice is not a regular submission. I don't know.
You gonna put this shit on a nigga? You gonna put this shit on a nigga in the UFC? You can get your head. Like, all that shit's like gonna be caved in, nigga.
But he could have hammer fish you like this, like
nigga. Your head gonna like Flat Stanley, nigga. Like
a papoose, nigga.
That was hilarious, nigga. What else we got? I think that's pretty much it.
I think that's it.
That is definitely it. Yo, you guys are welcome.
Hey man, patreon.com/public enemies at the enemies P3. You know what I'm saying? Pull up, holla at us, talk to us. You feel me? Hit the like button if you didn't do that already. If you was here this long, you know, you might as well do that. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? We appreciate it though. You feel me? If you're listening on Apple, Spotify, we appreciate you as well. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. Follow me at Oh My God Graham. I'll be trying to do shit every now and then. You feel me? Lately, I just be coming and doing this pod and doing, you feel me, hitting the retweet button on the episode and walking the fuck away from my phone, or at least closing the Twitter app or the X app. No, my shit say Twitter, nigga. I don't give a fuck about that. You know, man. But yeah. Yeah, man. It is what it is. You feel me? Make sure you stay tapped in, stay tuned in, stay dangerous. You feel me? To the enemies. You feel me? That's 3 P's in the pod. You feel me? You know what I'm talking about?
Hey. Follow me. I am Trap McAfee. I am the greatest podcaster to ever live. I'm saying that right now. And yeah, man. Yeah, that's me with 2 E's for X Twitter. And for Graham Insta, it's 3 E's because somebody tried to sell fucking grants underneath my name. So yeah, don't talk to that nigga.
Niggas was like, yo, I got these PS5s, nigga.
You know, like you say, like, did you hear about the grant? You know what I mean, for the USA? You know what I mean, because they lost to Canada in the FIBA games. Like, no, that's not me. I am the one with 3 E's on Instagram.
Would you care to give to a starving child in Uganda?
You know what I mean? Like, you wouldn't sponsor my basketball team. 29. I got candy bars.
Yo.
Oh man,
nigga gonna be selling water outside of cars. But hey, man, it's $5 for a bottle of water.
Yeah, the baby.
Right. And if y'all really love me, man, order me some Girl Scout cookies off Amazon. You feel me?
Yeah, the bloodlines.
You feel me? Yeah, mints. Man. I don't want none of them thin mints. You feel me? Because mint anything is nasty. Keep that away from me. You feel me? I'm talking about what's the little shortbread joints? You feel me? Give me them hoes. You feel me? Give me the little you feel me? I don't really fuck with coconuts, so I don't really want the samosas like that. You feel me? But I ain't gonna hold you. I damn near take them little peanut butter joints. You feel me? Them, you know, I can't eat too many of them little lemonade joints, but some of them is kind of cool. Anyways, but yeah, man, come fuck with it, man. We be back straight like that next week. You feel me? Same place, same time, same channel.
Talk to the champ. Talk to the champ.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, talk to the champ.
Yo, I was thinking about Girl Scout cookies. I damn near forgot too. Yo, you can follow me on Twitter at _the_Mars_ Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and you know, just like Orange Cassidy, I'd have a catchphrase. Tap into the pod next week.
Now this nigga ain't got a catchphrase now. This nigga is the most obnoxious nigga I've ever met in my life as a champ. Nigga, now he ain't got a catchphrase. All right, I'm gonna create a catchphrase. That's Orange Cassidy next week.
That's Orange Cassidy's catchphrase.
Yeah.
My name is Orange Cassidy, and I don't have a catchphrase. I'm like, nigga, that's a catchphrase.
No, he's not. Graham, he's not him. He is a douchebag.
Who?
Ben, the Waco kid, is a douchebag as a champion.
Yeah, he is. 100%. He's a douchebag.
Come on, man. I ain't even mention it that I'm the champion and I won the predictions because I was right about most of the picks about how who's gonna win. I didn't even mention this fact. Yeah, that's how it works. I'm just like going through, you know, the stages of it.
The stages of one fall.
Yeah, man. I gotta retain at No Mercy. That's on my birthday.
Yo, but
you're right.
You're
gonna take the day off because you feel me. I'm gonna do a post show and tell him, you feel me, you know what I'm saying, kick it, chill.
I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be drunk.
Play some 2K. You feel me? Type shit. You feel me?
Or Madden.
You bitch ass. Hey man, stay tapped in, stay tuned in, stay dangerous. You feel me? But until next time, hey, take care of yourselves and each other.
Yo, don't watch Big Brother Portugal.